Okay, let's bring in Ritvik Balekar, who's reporting for us live from Mumbai with all the details. We also have our consulting editor, Rajdeep Sardesai, with us, who, of course, knows the in and out of Maharashtra politics. Ritvik, to you first. Good evening. Sharad Pawar now denying all of this talk of him being in talks with the BJP via Ajit Pawar. Has this kind of quietened all of the discord between the Aghadi allies?
Yeah, after Sharad Pawar speaking about the whole offer being given to him from BJP episode and the meeting, the secret meeting between him and Ajit Pawar, this is the second time he has come out and has given a clarification. But what we are seeing in Mahavikas Aghadi is that the Shiv Sena, Uddhav camp and Congress have become aggressive now, and both the parties are continuously saying that there should be clarity and it should not affect our voters, people in Maharashtra, because there's a lot of confusion between them, and this is definitely going to bother them in the upcoming elections. What we are also watching here is Uddhav has already started reviewing all the Lok Sabha seats, including those which are represented by Sharad Pawar camp, for that matter by Supriya. They are going to find candidates in Baramati, in Shirur and in Satara.
So there seems to be a plan B in motion right now, Ritvik, from what you're telling us. In which case, the Aghadi allies don't really trust each other, keeping aside this instance and in other cases as well. Ritvik, just stay on with us. I want to bring in Rajdeep also on this broadcast. Rajdeep, inevitably, they always say there's no smoke without fire. Do you think there's any meat at all to all of these claims of, some sort of an outreach from the BJP, of cabinet berths being offered to Sharad Pawar?
Well, Akshita, what you're asking really in a way is a $1 million question. There is clearly no smoke without fire. The fact is that Mr. Sharad Pawar has been in touch with his nephew Ajit Pawar, despite the manner in which the two fell out. The angry war of words from Ajit Pawar in early July have been now replaced by silence on his side, and by Sharad Pawar also not indicating what action he intends to take next, barring saying that I will not join the BJP. The truth of the matter is, what we hear is that there have been efforts to woo Mr. Sharad Pawar by the Ajit Pawar camp, and one of those exercises have involved talk of a cabinet berth for either Praful Patel or Supriya Sule. But this is not the first time this has been raised, and so far at least there have been clear denials both from Mr. Pawar and from Supriya Sule. So until we have something on record indicating that Mr. Pawar was approached, we will have to see this as part of the mind games and the speculation that's taking place around what Sharad Pawar will do next in Maharashtra. But yes, there have been attempts, we are told, to reach out through intermediaries, including business leaders, to try and achieve some kind of a patch-up between the Pawars and then take that to the center and see whether the NCP can be an ally of the BJP. But Mr. Pawar, at least, Sharad Pawar at least for now officially is making it very clear that he is not part of any alliance that involves the BJP.
No, so very clearly, Rajdeep, he's denied it. And there have been multiple denials really that have come forth. But as you said, there have been instances previously where Sharad Pawar was clearly in talks with the BJP. Is that still happening? You're talking about mind games, but then I tend to question, why would there be mind games by your own ally against you?
Well, Akshita, I think I partly answered the question when I said that there have been denials from Mr. Pawar about his joining hands with the BJP. But you could argue that while he keeps issuing these denials, he keeps also meeting Mr. Ajit Pawar. So naturally the speculation will carry on, and there's confusion in the NCP ranks. I've been speaking to NCP middle level leaders, and to be honest, many of them are confused with the signals being sent out at the very top of the party. So confusion, yes, but for now we will have to live with the denials.
Yeah, Rajdeep, you've raised how, there are questions about why Sharad Pawar keeps entertaining Ajit Pawar, why they keep meeting. And there was always talk that, Sharad Pawar was in the know-how about Ajit Pawar's step, about him rebelling, about him joining hands with the BJP. And that's essentially where maybe the insecurity of the allies come from.
Akshita, I can say this with confidence that Mr. Sharad Pawar was well aware that Ajit Pawar wanted to break away and join the BJP as early as April this year. And Mr. Pawar may not have given it the green signal, certainly not, but he also did not protest hard against it when Ajit Pawar approached him along with certain other senior leaders. And just the kind of leaders who've gone across, switched across, people like Dilip Valse Patil, people like Praful Patel, these are people who have grown under Mr. Pawar's shadows for several decades. When they switched, the sense was that they couldn't have done this without at least informing Mr. Pawar about it. So Mr. Pawar was in the know. He opposed it, is what he tells us, strongly opposed it, said, I'm going to carve out my own path. But because these meetings have taken place since between the two Pawars, there is, as I said earlier, confusion in the ranks.
Interesting. Thanks very much, Rajdeep, for joining us. I'd like to thank Ritvik Walekar also for getting us the latest updates from the ground. This isn't the first time, unfortunately, that the Maha Vikas Aghadi has faced this kind of a problem of open differences between allies. Let me break down for you multiple instances of flashpoints between the two allies that have been reported. The latest, of course, being over whether Sharad Pawar is in talks with the BJP. Why is he still meeting Ajit Pawar, over which the Congress now is demanding answers from Sharad Pawar. Then there was the issue of Aurangabad being renamed as Sambhaji Nagar. The Congress very clearly opposed the decision that was taken by the then Uddhav government when Uddhav Thackeray was the chief minister. Over Savarkar, there's been a multiple war of words because Uddhav Thackeray opposed what Rahul Gandhi had said about Savarkar when he had said that, Savarkar wasn't Veer. And he said, I'm a Gandhi, I am not a Savarkar, when he was asked to apologize. The Prime Minister's educational qualification, you saw a lot of politics over this. Sharad Pawar differed. While the Congress kept raising it, even the Shiv Sena UBT kept raising it, he said that we don't need this kind of low-level political discourse, and so questioned all of the comments that were coming in and the politics. Similarly, on the Adani controversy, while the opposition was trying to rally together, bring this up in Parliament repeatedly, demanding a JPC, Sharad Pawar differed. He distanced himself from the controversy and also refused to back his allies' demands for a probe. So this is just the latest of an endless saga that we've really seen of differences within the Maha Vikas Aghadi. Questions will loom on whether there will be a breaking point in this alliance that comes very soon, maybe even before the 2024 elections.